Today I'm going to be showing you my strategy on how I make hundreds of dollars every single day trading Pump.fun coins. I'm going to throw some P&Ls on the screen, but there is tons of money to be made trading Pump.fun coins. And in this video, I'm going to go over how to find the next 100x's. I'm going to be talking about trading bots, and I'm going to be talking about the best settings for finding these Pump.fun tokens that are going to moon. So I guarantee you, if you're a new trader or an advanced trader, you're going to learn something new with this video. So first of all, here's Pump.fun, and let me just go over some of the tokens that have gone absolutely crazy launched on Pump.fun. So a lot of you might not know, but the recent Moodang token was actually launched on Pump.fun. If we see at the all-time high, it reached $300 million market cap, and if we go back down, you'll see it actually launched at around 50k market cap. It came out at around 50k when it seeded from Pump.fun to Radium. So even if you got in at Pump.fun at the absolute worst time, let's say right before it seeded to 50k, it reached that 50k market cap, you would now be at a 630,000% gain, which is absolutely crazy. And this has happened to people. If we go to the top traders chart, you'll see here, this person put $7,000, sold 1.1 million. We scroll down, there's some crazy ones. Look at these, all of these hundreds of thousands of P&L. This person bought $281, has sold 200,000 and still has 440k to sell at this market cap. So let's actually get into this. Now let's talk about trading bots, okay? To get in for these Pump.fun tokens, you need to be fast. These things launch instantly. If we go into Pump.fun right now, you can see here is the bump order. So the ones that have recently been bought, right? You can see 11k market cap, 14k market cap, 30k market cap. A lot of these might be rinse and repeat, but you need to be fast. A lot of these tokens will be launched, and within minutes, they'll already be at that 50k market cap. So speed is the name of the game here. Now you can use trading bots. There is some amazing trading bots. There is Photon or Trojan. I personally use BullX here because I really like its pump vision feature, which I'm going to talk about later. Photon and BullX are definitely the best. And I prefer the BullX pump vision much more than the Photon one. So let's go over and look at these tabs. This one's new creations, which I'm sure you can guess is the tokens that have been newly created on Pump.fun, which is much better, I think, than the actual Pump.fun UI, because this is showing the pump order. Now you can go to creation time, right? And this will show the ones that have just been created. I gotta blur that. It's here too. But yeah, dog, you can see the cat dog here is this one over here, right? And this one just seems to update much better, right? You can also see some very quick stats here, like this has been 7 seconds ago. Top 10 holders is less than 4%. You can see if the dev has sold or not, if they've bought, the percentage that they have bought, and the market cap's over here. There's a lot of useful things where you only get to see the market cap over here. Okay, I'm gonna go over the settings that I use for the new creations tab, because this is definitely the one that can give you the most gains. So if we go over here and click filter, now I'm actually gonna move my camera just over here for a second. Yeah, so you can see over here, here are the filters right now. You gotta have it on Pump.fun tokens and moonshot tokens, right? Now, there we can see we have the top 10 holders, okay? Top 10 holders, this is kind of a, you gotta be careful with turning this on, because realistically, the market cap these are launching at is so low that the top 10 holders is almost never good, to be honest. Like, it will always be a pretty bad distribution. And this caps it at about 15%. So if the top 10 holders hold more than 15% of the entire coin, then it just won't show it to you. And I think that's not good, at least for the new creations tab here. So yeah, I like to keep top 10 holders off, at least for the new creations tab. Let's move on to with at least one social. Now this is a great one. I always like to keep this on. You want to have something that has a Telegram or a Twitter, because they're much more likely to send higher, in my opinion. And they also are much less likely to rug, okay? So yeah, now you can see a lot of them have been filtered out, and you can just go over here and click on their socials to actually see their Twitter there, or you can actually go and see their website and Telegram, which is a really useful thing. So I always like to keep that on at least. Now over here, we can have a look. There's a lot of ones here. The ones I'm gonna focus on are market cap and maybe dev holding percentage. Now this one's nice to have under like 5%. You don't really want to dev by not that much, but lately a lot of people just have a second wallet. So this one is kind of useless, but it's okay to put this on 5% sometimes. Now here's one that's really important. the market cap. Now this one I like to keep on at 5,500 because market caps typically launch at around 4,000. So if you put this on 5,500, it's gonna basically eliminate the majority of tokens that have just been launched and they're sitting at completely zero, right? This will show the ones that have actually gotten some interest initially. Now, granted, this is gonna mean that your buy-in is, you know, you're not getting in at 4K, you're not gonna be the first buyer, but you're gonna be a very early one. So if we filter that, you can see, now we filtered out a ton of tokens. This one that's been launched, we've got, right, Zoom here, let's go into this. This is actually, look at this Myriad one is actually the token that we had to blur out earlier. If we go look at this, yeah, this chart looks a bit suspicious. It looks like it's a dev buying or something like that. Or honestly looks like a honeypot or something like that, but on Pump.fun. But you can see, this is why BullX, I prefer BullX a lot more. Look at this, we just go straight to the holders. Insider, 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 big red flag, right? They also have a caution up here and it says the top 10 holders is 37%, which is, in my opinion, way too high. Something like 20, 25% is okay. You can push to 30, but if it's over 30, no, I wouldn't do it, right? That's why their audit over here is absolutely amazing, as well as these insider things as well. These are great to find out if they're linked back to the dev wallet. I'm sure we can actually leave this tab open. I'm sure it'll dump straight down in a minute. As well as this one we were just looking at was at 26K when we opened it actually. And in just a few minutes of me talking, it went to 40K and then straight to zero. So yes, very risky some of these can be, but that's why, look at this, right? If you're buying in at 40K market cap, you have that big old dip that can go down. It can go from 40K down to 4K. But if you're filtering it out at 5.5K, there's not a lot of downside that can happen to it, right? This is the 5.5K region right now. You have all this upside to look forward to, but the downside is only, you know, it can only go down like 20, 30%. You're only ever going to lose 30% on a trade, while the risk to reward ratio is good, is what I'm basically saying. All right. Yeah, look at this one. This one's completely dumped now, back from 36K to 4K. And that's why the holders over here are showing that they're insiders is good. That's why it's needed, and that's why I prefer BullX. So yeah, let's talk about this. When they seed from Pump.fun, they'll then go over onto Dex Screener or to Radium, and this is where the majority of people are. This is where people are looking for tokens, right? So that's why getting in before that is useful. But that's not to say that getting in at this point is bad at all. Getting in on 50K market cap coin or 100K market cap coin and it then sending to 1 or 2 million is not bad at all, right? You're still boasting a 10, 20x from that, okay? So this is where a lot of coins will send. It will start to go crazy. You can see Pochita, that went crazy recently, and then Mudang is over here as well. If we then go over to BullX, we can actually go and see the graduated tab. Now I'm gonna move my camera again all the way over here. Sorry guys. But now we can see over here the graduated tab. These are coins that have gone from Pump.fun and they have graduated to Radium, and this is now what they're at, okay? Now a lot of these dump straight after Radium, but if we scroll down here a little bit, I'm sure we'll see ones that are up, like 135K, 134K. These are ones that have launched, you know, if you got in at 5K market cap on, look at this one, 300K OG Cream. But you know, if you got into OG Cream at 4K market cap, you would be sitting at like a nearly a 100x right now. That's why, you know, this is only launched 16 hours ago. So if you caught it, you're sitting pretty right now. Now, let's actually talk about my filters over for the graduated section. Usually I will only keep it on with at least one social. If you put on top 10 holders, and this is something that is debatable, this can maybe work at some points when there's heavy volume. But if you put top 10 holders on, I'm just gonna keep it on this. Like you can see, if I see with at least one social, there's a lot of coins here. As soon as we put top 10 holders on, you'll see a lot of them have dumped either. Yeah, look at this, 3K market cap. But that's not to say that you can't find these, like this one right now at 57K market cap with a good holder percentage. A lot of it's held by insiders, but anyways, this has a decent holder percentage, right? So yeah, that's why I don't really like to put the top 10 holders on, because it definitely limits the amount of tokens. Now, when you get up to the even higher market caps, you know, that are reaching 300K to like a million, you probably want to be having that that top 10 holders thing, which is why I think BullX is so good, having this feature. Now this is dumped, but you know, it shows the top 10 holders. That's why having a good trading bot like BullX or Photon or Trojan, I guess, is really important in my opinion. Now that we went over the settings for it, my personal tips on how to find these, I'm going to talk about the absolute biggest tip that I can give you about trading. And that is going to be a bit of one that I'm preaching on my channel a lot, but it is to follow smart money. Follow big wallets, follow KOLs, follow influencers, follow people that have good P&Ls, because this is, but without a doubt, the easiest, fastest, and best way to make money, or just to educate yourself about trading in general. Just having wallets open and just any influencer, or I would, in my opinion, I would go for people who just are good traders, right? Maybe they don't need to be influencers, but just watching their trades, watching when they buy, watching when they sell will just bring you so much further as a trader, as well as you can then copy trade them, you know, when they do you can have a bot ping. Now I have a ton of videos on this, so I'll leave one at the end screen. Just go on and follow their trades. You can make crazy profits. I've made thousands of dollars off copy trading. It is without a doubt the easiest way for a beginner to get into this. I've also made multiple videos on how to find these wallets, so definitely go check out my channel. Drop a subscribe too as well. That's pretty much it for the video. My BullX link is in the description. I'll have my other videos on my channel if you want to learn more. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video and leave a comment. I'll try and help any of you guys out. And yeah, peace.